Hi, and welcome to City Happenings. I'm Mayor David Black. Papillion continues to grow and offers much to its residents so they can live, work, and play. For more about Papillion, here's City Happenings.
Thanks, Mayor Black. The city's new chief building official has worked in the department for 11 years as an inspector. That experience has made the transition smooth.
Been able to hit the ground running because I've seen, all the positions. I've done code enforcement and inspections and plan review. I've been here a little over 11 years, so I think being able to communicate directly with the members of the building community, all of them know me by name, and that's a big advantage.
Former chief building official Brian Craig was a major help prior to the transition.
He let me in on quite a few aspects of his job, and it's been pretty seamless. I think and we have a really good group of people, good support staff, and the other department heads have really kind of showed me the ropes. And
using a sports analogy, Hofseth has gone from being a player to being the head coach.
It's interesting to actually be out in the field and performing the duties, and then be the guy pointing direction and facilitating the guys in the field.
The people around him have really made a difference.
Everybody's been, like I said, really supportive, and I can't say enough about the team we got. So that really made it easier because they've been there for me. It's both ways.
The department staff is one of the best at what it does.
And the last year really demonstrates that because we've done over almost 30% more inspections than we have in the 11 years since I've been here. Annie and Laura work in the front. They blew apart our record of, we did over 1,000 inspections in a month. And that was mainly due to the storm, but it's the guys in the field are picking up more inspections than we've ever done in one day, and they've been really, everybody's hit the ground running.
We'll hear more from Sean at a later date. The city's fire department is constantly training so they can be ready for any situation. The recent cold water rescue training is a perfect example.
It fell in line with all the others. I mean, it was a very productive training session. We got out on the ice. We got to use our new suits that were purchased for us. Crews ended up liking them quite a bit. It's a step up from what we had in the past, which was very nice. Other than that, everybody got through it. No injuries or anything, so it was a good session.
There have been changes to the way Papillion Fire approaches this training.
We now have multiple options versus just a single option if we have to go into the water. So we trained on all of those options every year.
Captain O'Shea talks about the options used.
We can use a sled to go out on the ice and paddle out to a victim and bring them up on the sled. Or if the ice is thick enough, we actually go in, tie off on a rope, get out to the ice, get in the water with them, secure them, and bring them out that way.
The procedures used depends on the situation.
Okay, the first thing that we do is make contact with the victim in the water. If they're able to help themselves out, we'll help them. We'll throw a rescue disc out, which is a floatable disc attached to a floatable rope. They grab onto that. Sometimes we can pull them out of the water that way. If that's not an option, they can't grab onto things because of hypothermia, we choose the option to go, which would be a high-risk situation. The guys get in the suit, we tie them off, they're out on the ice, they can come in behind the victim, put a rope around them, hold on to them, and we'll pull them all up.
As for being safe, O'Shea says it's a no-brainer.
If you're questioning whether you should be on it, don't be on the ice. It's that simple. We have a lot of open water around our territory. We have Prairie Queen, we have Walnut Creek, we have Shadow Lake, we have all these little Halleck Park, we have all these little open areas. And, if the ice is thick enough to support a person, great. Go out there and enjoy yourself, go ice fishing, do whatever you're doing. But if you're questioning whether it is or not, just stay off.
The Sarpy Chamber hosts frequent legislative coffee events. Mayor Black explains their importance.
The legislature is now in session. And in Nebraska, legislature is a very short period of time. It's a 60-day period where they're in office, so things can move very, very fast. Legislature can pass, somebody can put a bill in, have a hearing, get that on the floor and get it debated. So if people are not involved with the legislature, there's not a lot of public transparency. You don't get the notice, and so you really got to be active and involved.
The mayor praises the chamber for getting the Sarpy area state senators to participate in an intimate yet public setting during the legislative session.
Some of it's just a networking with the senators to talk to them, share with them concerns. But then the other thing is each of them will actually take time to present to the group what are their priorities for this session, how do they see the session playing out, and it's just a great way to get educated.
The mayor encourages anyone and everyone to attend a legislative coffee.
The average person who's not a business person, not an elected official, come to this because you are interacting directly with the state senators throughout Sarpy County, whether they are your representative or one in their neighboring jurisdiction. You get that direct interaction, you get to learn those relationships. And the big thing is if something's going on in the legislature that you want to maybe influence, you've got somebody who you can call. You can go down and testify as an individual. Plus then it's just a great, comfortable environment to meet all the elected officials, other people that are interested in the process.
The mayor points out that having the chamber sponsor this event is great because it is not political.
It's just a civic organization that cares about Sarpy. It doesn't care about jurisdictional boundaries. It doesn't care about politics. It doesn't care about interest groups. It just cares about the healthy Sarpy from a business perspective, and that is people being engaged, civic groups being healthy, businesses being healthy, and their goal. So they're nonpartisan, just bringing everybody together to have conversations about what's best for Sarpy.
That's what's happening around Papillion. There are lots of ways to stay up to date with what's happening. You can find us on Facebook, follow the City of Papillion on Twitter, or even watch our YouTube channel. And of course, information about all of our departments and programs is available on our website, www.papillion.org. For more information, go to papillion.org or just call the Mayor's Hotline at 402-827-1111. Thanks for watching.